Here we go. The bell is rung. It is our main event here on Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso looking to win his first singles championship and his 13-year tenure on the main roster in WWE. Rollins has not been pinned since the first of this year. Rollins, the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship, winning it back in May when he defeated AJ Styles at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. But for Jey Uso, what Jey Uso needs to do, if he wants to win his first singles championship and be the World Heavyweight Champion, his best shot is going after Rollins' weakness. And Rollins' weakness was made very clear when Shinsuke Nakamura, during his feud with Rollins, made it be known he knew Rollins' secret, and that's that Rollins has a broken back. Rollins is beat up pretty good, the back issues. Rollins has continued day in and day out that he has been a fighting champion. He will take on everyone and anyone. And right now, Rollins with his side headlock on main event Jey Uso. Jey breaks free but gets caught with a shoulder tackle by Rollins. Rollins went for the cover, barely a 1 count. Now it's Jey with a side headlock on Rollins. And Jey with a shoulder tackle to Rollins, went for the cover, barely a 1 count, went for a super kick. Rollins with a roll up. Rollins looking for a stomp early on. Jey scouted it. Now Jey looking for a roll up on Rollins. And now look at this. World Heavyweight title is on the line. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Freakin Rollins defending his World Championship against main event Jey Uso. Rollins has Jey right where he wants him. Oh, what a boot to the side of the head of Jey Uso. Jey Uso trying to have a fresh start here on Raw. Getting away from the bloodline. Aligning himself with Cody Rhodes. Oh, look at that swanton, springboard swanton by Rollins. And then a springboard moonsault. That lion salt by Rollins gets a 2 count. The champion only able to get a 2 count on that. As I was saying, main event Jey Uso trying to separate himself from the rest of his family, from the bloodline. Cody Rhodes giving Jey that opportunity by having him transferred over to Monday Night Raw. This might be Jey Uso's final attempt at winning a singles title. You never know. These opportunities don't come very often. Very few come along the way to have a shot at a world championship like this. And Rollins is in the driver's seat in this match. Jey Uso trying to get back up to his feet. And Rollins has main event Jey Uso up. And a backdrop suplex. Rollins goes for the cover. Jey able to kick out at 2. And despite all the pain in the back of Rollins, Rollins has proven week in and week out that although it is broken, he's able to push through it and excel and do it in stride. Rollins may be thinking another backdrop suplex, but it's Jey who blocks it. Rollins with a forearm to the back of main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso trying to get over this bump, trying to get over this hump, if you will. Trying to win his first singles title. Can you imagine your first singles championship in the WWE being the World Heavyweight Championship? And a great neck breaker from main event Jey Uso. Will it be enough? Rollins kicks out at 2. Let's take a look at this. Look at the way Rollins' neck and spine bouncing off the canvas. The spine of Rollins bouncing off the canvas, the back. And like I said, that's what Jey needs to do, is go after that injured back. And that'll definitely do some damage to the injured back of Rollins. And it's not even just injured. It's a Rollins' back is broken in 2 places. And Jey Uso going to continue to work on that back with a backbreaker on Rollins. And it's Uso who goes to the cover on the champion. And a kick out again by Rollins. And Jey didn't really believe 100% that he was going to get that cover, get that victory off that pin. But what it does do is it forces Rollins to exert energy to kick out. And Enziguri dropping the champion. Jey heads up to the top, but Rollins has enough time to get up. Enziguri and drops Jey to the apron. Rollins pushing through the pain. It's what you got to do to prove you're a fighting champion, to prove that you're the guy, that you are the champion. And Rollins looking for a pedigree. But Jey holding onto the rope. And Jey with Rollins up on his shoulders, but Rollins looking to counter. Seth lands on his feet, has Jey. Uh-oh. Seth Rollins was thinking a barricade bomb, or what you would call a buckle bomb, but instead of the barricade, oh, what a snap DDT. Rollins spiked on his head by Jey Uso. Will Jey Uso win his first championship? Singles championship. It doesn't get much bigger than this. It is your main event here on Monday Night Raw, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is Seth Freakin Rollins, and his challenger is none other than main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso caught with a heavy forearm. What a wicked forearm by Rollins. Jey Uso stunned. Jey Uso sent over the top to the outside onto the floor, and Rollins realizing where Jey is. Rollins has Jey in his sights. Gonna fly. Suicide dive takes out main event Jey Uso on the outside on the floor. And Rollins again. But now it's Jey who meets Rollins on the inside. But now it's Jey who sends Rollins to the outside with a clothesline of his own. And Jey now looking to fly with a suicide dive of his own. And returning the favor with a suicide dive of his own. Jey Uso taking out Rollins on the outside. Let's take a look at the suicide dive. Setting Rollins spine first into the barricade. And Jey gets... Oh, both men thinking the same thing. Double cross body. Both men are out. Both men desperately trying to get some oxygen right now. These two have really put each other through the ringer. But why wouldn't you? When the World Championship is on the line, the stakes are as high as they can be. Rollins continuing to make a name out of this title. Make this title mean something that he is the inaugural champion of. Jey Uso with his clubbing yeets. Jey Uso. Boom, what a right to Rollins. And Rollins, super kick to the midsection. Discus clothesline takes Jey down. And Rollins is now fired up. It is the champion who is now fired up. This is what Rollins needs if he wants to retain his championship. He needs this momentum. And Rollins has Jey right where he wants him. Forearm in the corner to Jey. Gonna go back to pick up more momentum first. Thinking a second one, but Jey gets out of the way. Jey now with a kick to the midsection of Rollins. Jey is feeling it. What a shot to Rollins. Enziguri catches the champion. And Rollins is now down in the corner. Jey has Rollins right where he wants him. Jey looking for a victory. Looking for his first singles championship. Jey looking for it. And it connects. Jey Uso paying homage. And it's Jey who's looking to take the world championship to Rollins. Jump over, roll through. After Rollins was able to get out of harm's way, it's Rollins with a sling blade to Jey Uso. Rollins pulling himself up to the top, not wasting any time. Rollins looking for the frog splash, and it connects. Is it enough to retain? Rollins hooks the leg, but Jey gets the shoulder up at 2. These two are just unloading everything they have in their arsenal. And that's what you've got to do when you have a high stakes match. You have to dig deep sometimes. You have to bring out moves your opponent wouldn't expect from you. Because you've got to know, when you're in a world championship match, your opponent has studied you. Your opponent has studied your playbook. They know your playbook. And that's why we're seeing this great back and forth contest between main event Jey Uso and Seth Freakin Rollins. They've studied each other's playbooks. That's why Jey Uso was able to have this match with Rollins. Uso with the opportunity of a lifetime to not only win his first world championship, but win his first singles championship. And now Rollins taking a pedigree, paying homage to his mentor, the game, Triple H. But Jey rolled up Rollins with a cover, got out a 2 count. Rollins with a super kick. Jey with a super kick, got most of that one. Rollins with a discus forearm. Jey with another kick to Rollins, takes out the champion. But now it's Jey's opportunity as he heads up to the top, looking for the Uso splash. Uso splash to connect. We got a new world champion, but Rollins kicks out at 2.5. How in the world? That might have been Jey Uso's biggest opportunity in this match to win this world championship from Seth Freakin Rollins. Let's take a look one more time. It was a picture-perfect Uso splash. Had the legs hooked, but it still wasn't enough to keep Rollins down for the 3. The WWE Universe showing their appreciation with a "This is awesome" chants. They are loving this main event match between these two. These two are truly bringing the fight, because it's about being the world heavyweight champion. And now it's Jey Uso, who once again looking to make the climb up to the top. Perhaps thinking of another Uso splash. But it's Rollins who's back up to his feet, meets Jey Uso up at the top. Rollins hooks Jey Uso up. Superplex. But Seth rolls through on a Falcon Arrow. Rollins looking to retain. Oh, and Jey kicks at it too. Rollins not wasting any time, going to capitalize. And now the pedigree. It's the pedigree that connects. Rollins for the win. And again, Jey Uso able to kick out. Rollins' eyes just went wide open. He can't believe Jey Uso was able to kick out. We're finding out what main event Jey Uso is truly made of as a singles competitor. We know Jey Uso is a highly accomplished tag team competitor. And Rollins looking for the stop, but Jey Uso gets out of harm's way. And a spear! Cover for the title. Oh, but Rollins kicks out. Jey Uso realized that was it. That was supposed to be the final blow. That was supposed to win him the world championship. And you can see Jey Uso just, it's all coming to that realization. But now Jey Uso's got to figure out what next. What do I have to do next? How much do I have left? What does Jey Uso have left in his arsenal? That's the big question. It is Jey Uso. It is Seth Rollins for the world championship. Who will leave as your world champion? Jey Uso perhaps thinking one more spear to put the final bow on this match. Want to put the bow on the match, but Rollins with a kick to Jey. Rollins has Jey Uso up. Rollins with a buckle bomb. But Jey with another spear. And Jey Uso with another spear. This is Jey Uso's chance. Splash, Uso, splash. We got a new champion. But he's gonna do it, but Rollins kicks out. And Rollins somehow able to kick out. Jey Uso now really figured out, although Rollins' back is broken, he's finding out Rollins' willpower, how far Rollins is willing to go to hold on to this world championship. You may have to kill Seth Freakin Rollins to win this title from him. Jey with a super kick to Rollins. Jey went for another spear, but Rollins catches Jey in midair with a pedigree. Rollins just caught Jey with a pedigree. Rollins thinking one step ahead, just slightly, and the stomp to main event Jey Uso. And it's Rollins who's able to pull through and retain. Despite all the pain that Rollins is going through, he was able to push through and is still your world heavyweight champion.